So, hello, welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today, you see the new features for the new update, and you already see how it are the themes for today. We go step by step through the new features, like here an individual shape of the room, and here what you can see here, how to set a side shutter, and so on. Yeah, we will go step by step through this webinar. And yeah, first of all, we start a new project and we start with the first function. The first function is when you can set your default. Yeah. So also here with the arrows, if you don't want to have the arrows, you can also set this as a default, as well as when you choose here your own cutting list. Yeah, you have here different kinds of cutting list, and you can choose here your favorite, and then you can go here to File and here Save Standard. And you click on Yes, and now that is also your default, and you don't need to choose every time the right one. All right, so the next function, therefore I will drag and drop new cabinets here in. Yeah, you can drag and drop here a cabinet on the left wall, as well as here the right wall. Yeah, it's always important when you drag and drop a cabinet on a wall that you are with your mouse arrow exactly on the wall. So, and let's say here you go here and you set a trim on top. Yeah. So you can choose between a trim, a cover panel, or here a trim. Yeah, and you can also choose how the height of the trim. Yeah, then it's adapting automatically and it belongs to the height, how you see here. Yeah. So let's say you want to have this setting for all cabinets. Then the new function is you can click here all cabinets, and you don't have to choose all cabinets. Let's say you don't want to have it here on the first cabinet, then you remove the thick here and then you close it. Yeah, then you see you have here the cover panel, the setting, the same setting of this cabinet, but here not. Yeah. Here you see also when you click on here, you see you have 3 cabinets. Yeah. You can also give them here an individual name. Yeah, you just type in here, for example, cabinet. Yeah, or when you have a kitchen, you can call it also wall mounted, or what else? Yeah, you can here choose a different name. So and when you delete it, here you see, then you have a better overview. Yeah, that's especially good when you have a large project with more cabinets, then you can switch to it. So, and because when you can here deactivate all of it, yeah, and then you can just activate here the current cabinet, and here you have now a better overview. And then you can turn to the specific one. Now, when you click here again, then everything is appearing. All right. When you have any questions, you can also use the chat. Yeah. And I will have an eye on it and yeah, help you. Okay. So The next function is you have the opportunity to set the side shutter. Therefore, you click here on the front and you use here the sliding door. And there is a specific code. So when you type in here number 10 and you drag and drop here the sliding door in it, then you have it here, yeah. You have here the handle when you have 10. You have the handle here on the left side. When you type in here number 11 and we drag it and drop it in here, then you have it here, the handle on the right side. Yeah, I will move it a bit. Then it's better to see. Yeah, here you have it on the left side. When you type in here 11, you have it on the right side. And when you type in here 12, and you drag it and drop it in here, then you have it here in the middle. So, and you can also change here the material. Yeah, you can here just drag and drop a new material on it. And then you are able to change the material for the handles as well for the shutters. Yeah, I think that is also clear and we can move on. So another new function is, therefore I go here back to the first cabinet because I want to show you something specific. We go here to cabinet and here we choose here the first one. Then you see also always the activated cabinet is here with a red smart clicks. Yeah. So we add here a cover panel. So, and when you double click any part, yeah, we double click here now the side part and you see the 2D view will be loading. And the new function is here that you see that you know, okay, that here is a front edge. Here, this one is the left edge. And this here is the right edge. That's actually the edge here on top. And that here is the back edge. Yeah. So you have now a better orientation. You see also here, we just have on the top, on the front, on the back, here the edge banding. Yeah. Here on the side, left side, right side, we don't have it. Now, when we close it, because we don't need it here, yeah. So, for example, here for the cover panel, when we double click this, then you will see that we have on every 4 edges the edge banding, yeah. I mean here, you see it, it's on the front, on the left, here on the back, and here on the right. On the right edge. So sometimes there's also the question, how can you change this? Therefore, you go here to material, yeah, and you see here you have the same material here with a front and back edge, and that means here front, back, left, and right edge. Yeah, so you can here create also your own material. Yeah, that is a material set, and you see here the edge banding. So I think that's also clear, and we can move on. So the next one will be also an improvement of a function. Therefore, I will delete this. We just click on here and click on the red cross, delete, and it's about here the trim. Yeah, you can set a trim and on the left or right side a door. And here you can choose the width of the trim. So when we type in here 400 and we drag and drop the trim in the area here where we want to have it, you see it's going through the whole area. Yeah. And in the past, it was like this. You just could here set a left door with the hinges on the left side. Yeah. Now you're also able to choose a right or a left door. Yeah. You just drag it and you drop it here on this side, on the right side. And you see the trim is going 400. Yeah, you can also check it. You keep the control button pressed and go here on the edge. You click it, and then you go here on the other edge. And you see here the difference is 400. Yeah. And when you change to the wireframe, you just click here on a red eye. And here you see the hinges here on the right side. Now that is an improvement. Before it was just for the middle side available. So I change back here to the rendered version, and I will delete this door. And here we do it again with a left door. So, and now you see here the hinges are here on the middle side. All right. I think that is also clear. And yeah, now we come to a Pro function, and the Pro function are now available for all versions. Yeah. So when you want to check if it's for your version available, just leave us a message. Yeah, you can also make an upgrade. Yeah. So, and the first Pro function is about the cutting list. So let's say we are done here and you want to have the cutting list. You can click here on data export and you see here the cutting list. And the new Pro function is that you can click on here on the print button and you can print it directly. Before, I also want to show you a feature. When you click here, you can change here the setting of your cutting list. Yeah, when you click here to print, then you can here choose your own layout. Yeah, you just click on this button, and here I saved the layout for TrunCAD here on a texture folder. So it's here. And what's also, you need to keep an eye on it, that is here the right format, yeah, because I have saved it as a JPEG file. Yeah, please keep an eye on it because you have here more formats available. So you see here the TrunCAD, and then you can open it, and it's loaded. Yeah, now here it's linked. So, and here you can also make the formatting for the page. Yeah, I leave it like this, I save it, and we will go back and make a change. Yeah, I want to show you. So, and when you click now here on the print label, then you can here also choose print to PDF. You click here print in your system language, it will be print, yeah, because I have a German system, it's automatically in German language, yeah, but for you it's in English language. When you click on here, then the first one you can save, it's a PDF file, and I will save it here in the webinar folder, and I call it here cutting. list webinar. So I will save it here. And the first one is the picture, yeah, and the second one is the cutting list. So I call it here cutting list webinar 2. So now it's saved. And what's important, you will see when we are going to load this. Therefore, we go in the webinar folder. I'm showing you. So that is here the TrunCAD folder, how you see. And I go in the webinar folder. It's here. So, and you see here that this one, we open here the first one. And you see here, it's choosing the perspective, what's here, yeah? We can change it. And what you also see, we can want to change also the format of the logo here. And what I have not shown you, the material made different in reality, you can also set here your own text, yeah? So, and now we go to the other one, to the cutting list actually. So that is this one. So, and here you see also the cutting list. Here you see your cabinet 1 and the setting of the cutting list. Yeah, and then you can here also print it with Control P for print. So that is a shortcut. So, all right, now we want to change the logo and here also the picture, and therefore I close it and we close everything here. And I will oversave it, yeah. So we go back to here and we click here on print, and here you can change it from 200 to 300, and then we gonna save it. So, and then we close it. And in this case, I will change here the room dimension, just like this. So, and we turn off here also the smart clicks and the measurements. Yeah, and then we set the perspective we want to have. And then when you click here again and click on print, then we just oversave it here. Would be here cutting list webinar. And we replace it. We click yes. And the second one will be here cutting list webinar 2. And we will replace it here as well. We click yes. So, and then we go back here. And here you see it's also another time. And we load this and you see it looks much better here, yeah. And here the cutting list. You see also the logo has a better formatting, yeah. We can close it. So, yeah. And here I click here again. And when you click here on print, here you can change the text you want to add. Yeah, and then you will also see it's appearing here in the PDF file. All right, that is the first Pro function. And when it's interesting and important for you, just try it, and when it's not available in your version, just let us know. You are welcome to make an upgrade. Yeah. So, and now we go to the second Pro function, and therefore we start here a new project. Yeah, we click here on new file. We don't save it here, and we activate the smart clicks. And here in this Pro function, you can create not just a room like this, you can create your individual room shape. Yeah, and therefore you just double click here the middle wall, and then here you see the shape of the room, and you can click here now editor, and here you click CHD, and then the 2D QCAD is opening. So here you see the current shape of the room. Yeah, and you just click it here and you delete it. So now you can create your own. So you can use here the raster. So, and this is here a 2D DXF file. Yeah, and it's important that you have a polyline, because now we have here 5 single lines. I click here escape, then it's disappearing. And here you need to click here polyline tool, and here you can make a polyline. So you just click here one segment, and then you have a polyline. Yeah, and this DXF file you can save here. Yeah, you can here also save it under a name. And now it's here saved, and you can close it, and you click now import 3D DXF, and then you see it's imported. And when you save it, you can also click here DXF to import the DXF file, but you need to make sure that it's a polyline. Yeah. So when we close this, then you see the shape is adapting. Yeah. And what we're going to do now, you see here, the first cabinet still keeps here, and we can delete it. But before we delete this, we click here on cabinet, and here we drag and drop a new cabinet in the room. So, and therefore it's important when you want to choose a wall, you need to have your mouse arrow exactly on the wall. So when it's done, you can click here on the cross and click on delete. Yeah. And now you can here also change the measurements for sure. And here also you can do it before or afterwards. And here you can also change the distance. Yeah, distance left should be here in this example 200 mil, and then you can drag it and drop it here on this wall, and just drop it, and it's going to be here. Yeah, here on the middle wall, we also want to have here a cabinet. You can change it here, the distance to left, and drag it and drop it here on the middle wall. And here you can also change the dimensions afterwards. Yeah, so it doesn't matter so much. All right, so that is the one Pro function, and a next function is about you can also set a mirror. Yeah, and therefore I choose this cabinet. We change here the height of it, and here we can also add a vertical. We drag it here in the area, and then you can click here to front, and here on the door you see you can activate it's here the mirror. Yeah, And here you can change also the distance of the mirror from the edges. Yeah, I type in here 75 for all edges. Yeah, here's the left one, the right, the top edge, and here's the bottom edge. So, and then you can drag it in the area and let it drop. Yeah, and you see it's not actually a mirror, but I show you the export to the pCon.planner, and there you can set a mirror. So you can do it here also for the right side. What you can do on TrunCAD, you can change here the material. Yeah, when you click here on the material tab, and you have here glass, you can change the material to glass. Yeah, then you have here the glass texture. So, but later on, when we have done the export to the pCon.planner, I show you how to make a mirror. So, all right, then that it's looking nice, we just click here on fronts again, and we will set here the side shutter. Yeah, we just drag it and drop it in here. And then you see here the side shutter with handles in the middle are appearing. And here we can also click on cabinet and set here a cover panel on top. All right. So, and here we want to have a desk, or it's similar like a knee-hole table. And I show you how to do this. We just add here two verticals, drag it and drop it here in this area. Then we click here in the middle area, change here the width of the middle area. Also, we can have here a cover panel on top. You have it here on top. And now for a knee-hole table or like a desk, we need in this example the arrows. Yeah, that is. So then you can drag and drop here, drag the arrow up, and you see the plinths are disappearing. And you see here also the measurement is appearing. Yeah, now we can turn off the arrows again. Then we have a better overview. You can click on here and set the distance, the Z distance from the bottom. Yeah, and here you see when you go with the mouse over the smart click, you see this area. Yeah, you see the width, the depth, and the height of this area. So you can click here also division again and set here on the left side also a horizontal, and to have it the same level like this, we need to type in here, change the height to 153. So you see here in this example, we have here more areas. Yeah, you click here on the top left one, and here you click on height, and you see they are related in relation 1-to-1 to each other, and you just type in 153, confirm it with enter, and you have it here on the same level. Yeah, and then you click here on front, and we just want to add here draw. Yeah, we drag it, and now here it's also important that we have the mouse arrow through in this area, and then we get here the draw. We want to have it here also in the middle. So then we have here this as well. And here on our right side, we want to have the same setting like here on the left side. So we can pick here the whole area, the left area. Yeah, you see now it's purple colored here, the whole left area. You can click here on the copy symbol and we copy it. And here you click here on this smart click, and here you can paste it. Yeah, then you see it's here. So now you see here it's a gap, but we want to add here a right door as well. We just drag it and drop it here in this area. I don't want to have a mirror here. We need to deactivate the mirror and delete it here again. And what you see here, you see here it's changing. Yeah, here we want to add the left door and add it here. Yeah, but you see here there are still it's not the same level. You can also measure it. You just keep the control button pressed, click on here, and then you click here on this point to measure the difference. And you see here the X is 3 mil. Yeah, so that's all right. We just want to have it here in a Z. It should be 0. That means we need to extend here this to the bottom for 1.5 mil. Now we just click OK, and we go here on a smart click for this. And here you see overlap top, left, and here we want to have it to bottom. And here we can extend it with 1.5 mil. Type it in and confirm it with enter. And then you see here it's on the same level. Yeah, I think we don't need to measure it again. So yeah, when it's done, then you can here also click on the red eye to activate the room. Yeah, for the room setting, you can turn off the ceiling. Therefore, we click here also on a room tab and click here on room and set ceiling invisible. So, and now we can here also add windows, doors, and anything else. And therefore, we click here. We choose here the width of the window. Here's the height of it. Here's the distance from the left side. And here's the distance bottom. Now you type this in, and then you drag the window on the wall where you want to have it. It's here, now and here. And when you want to change it, you can also change it here. You click on here, and here you can change the width. Yeah, you can change it to 800 when you want to have it 800. Yeah, and when you want to change the distance, you can also here change the distance like to 300. So you can do it here as well. And then you just drag it and drop it on a wall where you want to have it. And here for the middle as well. So it should be here 180. Height is okay. And then you drag it and drop it in here. All right. So then we are almost done. When you want to set like a carpet, you can also use a cabinet therefore. Yeah, I show you this. You click here also on cabinet. You can choose the width of it. Here the height can be a bit lower. The depth can be 150. Distance left can be 500. Distance bottom is 0. Distance back is 1 meter. And then you can here also drag and drop. Drag and drop it here on the middle wall because it's using the distances and the setting. And you just drag it and drop it here in on the middle wall. And then you see here that is a cabinet. And you can here turn off the plinth. Yeah, then you see the plinth that disappeared. And now you can click here on a smart click and you can delete here the side. You can also click here. You can delete the top panel. You can click here again to delete here the left side panel. And here, when you click here, you can choose no back. And then we just have one panel. And here you can also choose a different material. You can also create an own material. But now I just choose here a green one that you see the difference. And we will change it in the pCon.planner. Yeah. So here you can turn on the room. You can turn off this. And actually, you can also show it like this to your customer. But when it's important for you to render, then you click here on File. And then it's also a new function that you can make a 3D export to pCon.planner. So you click on here, and you need to save it as a OBJ file, and we call it now webinar. So we save it here, and then the pCon.planner is starting and loading. So what is really important is here the scaling, that you change it here, the base unit to millimeter. That is important for the applications we want to add. So, and I made also a mistake because I haven't exported the room, and it's good that you see it as well. So I will close it, and I click here again on File, and here it's good to turn off the drillings and to turn on the room. Yeah, and now we making the export here again, and I oversave this here. I replace it, and then we are loading the pCon.planner again. So here it's important that you choose here the base unit millimeter, and then you see here our room. So, and now I show you how to add the plant, how to add the mirror, how to set the light step by step. Yeah, so that we going through the basics, and I will maximize it here. So first of all, you can go here to Edit, and here you click to Material Editor. Then it's opening here, and here you can choose materials. Yeah, you see the catalog. It's important when you started the first time that you are registered in a warehouse. Yeah, you will find an extra video how it works, and I show you in a few seconds. First of all, here we are here in a world of materials, and we choose here glass, and here you can choose the mirror. So now I've chosen the mirror. I zoom in here, and I change this here to mirror. Yeah. So it is all well done now. And I go back here to start. And when you click here on 3D warehouse, Yeah, it's important that you are here registered and logged in. Yeah, that is easy. And if you have questions, you will find them. Also can look for a video. So I will close it now, and we go here back to material. Here you see also, you can also choose like carpets, yeah. You can choose textures. You can here also, yeah, create or import your own textures. Yeah, I just choose here. You see now here it's green, and I click here. We change it here to berry. So then you see it's adapting. Yeah. What is also important that you can choose here the render styles, that you go to realistic. Then it looks more realistic. Yeah. So, and here you can also choose other things. Yeah, you can also choose your other wallpapers. So I choose this one here, and then you see it's changing. Yeah. So you see here also wood, different wood materials. So I choose here the bark for the frames here for the windows. Yeah. So you're pretty individual. So when we go here again, you can here also add vertical furniture. Like office elements. Yeah, you can also click through to get to it. Yeah. So here are lots of what you can add. So I choose, I close this. I also want to add here plans. Therefore, I go here to catalog. And here, when you click here to accessoires, you can here choose plans. So I choose this manufacturer. And here you can choose your plant. Yeah, we're choosing now here the lemon tree. And here you can also choose in the size of it. So let's grab this one. And then we click here on DWG. So, and then you can place it here. Yeah. You see, you can move it here freely. And with the first click, you fix it. And then you can choose the angle. Yeah, we just want to have it like here, and now it's done. Can go also back here. So can here also go to office and contracts. Here you have many manufacturers. Yeah, it's good here to click through some. Yeah, when you want to have here a chair, you can choose here different ones. So, for example, this is not, I need to download it here. And after the download, I have it here available. Yeah. So I will place it now here. You see also for, here on the top view and here on the front view, you can also use this. Yeah. You can have an eye on it. So you click it here, the first one, and I go here now to the top view to change here the angle. So then it's here. So I will go back here. You have here many stuff available. Yeah. So when you click here on technologies, you can add also more. Yeah. I think for now it's enough. I will show you about lightning. You click here on lightning, and here you can choose spotlight or directional light. When you use this, then you have here like a vector, and then we can set here the vector. So, and then you can here also bring it in a position where how you want to have it. And when you are done, we can start with rendering. Yeah, it's important that here the perspective is activated with a green frame. And then you click here on presentation and here now on image. So then the image is loading here. So you can here also add a logo. Yeah, you can here open it, that you add here your logo. I will add here the TrunCAD logo and open it. And here you can choose the size and the position. Shall it be on the left top corner or here on the bottom right? And here you can choose the offset of the horizontal and vertical. And then you just click here on play. And then it's starting with rendering. Yeah, it takes like 2 to 3 minutes until it's done. Yeah, you see now it's starting, and on the bottom you see how long it takes. Yeah, you see already in the mirror that is mirroring, and now it's loading. So we just give it a minute. You see it's going better and better, more realistic. So this export is in a basic version not available. And when it's for you important, just let us know. You can always make an upgrade. Just write us an email or create a ticket. I will also show you in 2 minutes how to create a ticket and also show you the last improvements of the new function. So you see here it's still takes a little bit, but it looks pretty good so far. So don't play too much with 3D rendering. You can also in this time create a new new cabinets in TrunCAD. Yeah, but yeah, it's like a computer game where you can make it nice and neat. Yeah, we are also planning here to publish more webinars also about this. So here we can save it. Yeah, we can click here, yes, and save it, or you can also click here on save, and then here save webinar patch done. You can save it here as a BMP, as a JPEG file or PNG. Yeah, I save it here now, and then we're gonna close this, and we will close here now also the pCon.planner, because I want to show you. Click here on yes. So that is saved. So I close this. So now I show you when you need help or support, you click here on help and here on web formula. And then the browser here is opening. Yeah, and here you can create a ticket. You just type in your name, your email address. Choose here my email address. And here you can categorize it, make a classification. And here you can write down your subject. Yeah, for example, upgrade that I can use the export to pCon.planner. So, and for any ticket, for any support, it's important that you attach the hotline zip file, because it's important that we can check what version you have. Yeah, you click here on C in the software folder, TrunCAD 20XX, and here in the backup folder, you find here the hotline zip file. Yeah, there's saved everything important information we need to know. There we see also what kind of version you have and also the current project. When you have other issues, just let us know and we will come back to you with a solution, yeah, as soon as possible. And yeah, let's say you have a specific issue where it's a software bug, and then the last newest function is sometimes we can fix it fast. And in the past, we sent you a new patch, and now you just click here on File and click here on TrunCAD.exe, and here we click on No, and here you can update TrunCAD to the newest version. Yeah, here it's a message because I have already the newest version. Yeah, so now we are done for today, and I show you here. I also invite you, when you click on here on help.truncad.de, you find here our tutorials, yeah, about the tabs, room tab, what we have gone, file tab, cabinet tab, here also material tab. You see also short function of the cabinet setting. Yeah, it's good to go through this. And here in the starter webinars, you will also the current webinar will be published here, and here you can also look through the other ones. Yeah. All right. That is it for today. Thank you for your attention, and I'm looking forward to our next webinar, and take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.